everybody. Welcome back to Comics. My name is Luis.
And I'm Esteban.
I'm Ash.
I'm Carmen.
Andres.
Hey, guys. So thank you again for tuning in. Episode 16. So,
Who's on the CB radio?
What's that?
Who's on the CB radio right now?
Oh, I'm driving in my truck. Is that okay? Are you
Yeah,
cool
for
with
sure. As we see your background, you fucking idiot.
Hey, you brought the show to a scratching halt.
Of course I did. Apparently, that's my job.
Yay!
You're very good at it.
For anybody,
Clearly.
For anybody that just decided to tune in now, and this is your first episode, welcome. And as much as I appreciate you being here, please listen to episode 15, where Ash not only says that you can tell me to drink 8 shots, but then forgets that, but then he just becomes really oblivious. So it's really fun to pick in, like, when did he lose his shit? So I would definitely say that would be the episode to hook you, and then come back to this one once you're hooked.
And you'll get to again because I host next week, which means the winner gets to pick another 8 shots. So
dang, it's always 8. All right, great.
That's the thing.
But I won't pregame.
You gotta listen. You gotta listen to episode 15 to hook you in. Then you gotta go back to episode 13, because in episode 13 you hear Ash and Luis get shit faced, and then Carmen, Andres, and myself, we just watch it just burn to the ground.
That one's not as fun.
Carmen admitted that she was drunk too. She just didn't get as drunk as us, but she admitted that she just got as fucked up as we did. Come on, Carmen. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You did.
I'll give you that.
We got a little tips.
But see, I
played
was
it better.
tipsy, but I was not drunk.
It doesn't count because you're kind of quiet anyway. But like when you zing me, that comes out weird. You zing us.
Oh, no. You'll know when I'm drunk because I'm very loud when I'm drunk.
Challenge
new goal.
well,
Well, speaking of tipsy and drunk, Andres, you've got a fine tasty beverage over there. What do you got?
Yeah, I have the drink for today's show, and I have 2 beers. I have the first one, which I have open here, is Unbalanced Breakfast from Great Notion. It is a tart ale with blueberry, maple syrup, and coffee. And my second one is going to be from Nightmare Brewing, which is this one. The very nice drawing here. This is called Windless of Erasmus, and this is goes with blackberries, blackcurrant, and black sea salt. So that's what I'm drinking today.
Dang, man, some dark shit.
Thanks.
I
try.
I dig it.
From the current beer that you're drinking, what notes do you taste the most?
So you get the smell. So I'm drinking the Unbalanced Breakfast first from Great Notion, and I get you get a lot of the maple syrup smell, and then you get the sour from the tart ale with the blueberries, and the finish of the coffee at the very end. It's really faint, but yeah, it's good. Enjoy it.
Dig it. Well, thank you, sir.
Very nice.
Yeah, no, craft beers is becoming something I'm trying to experiment more into because there's so much out there. Might as well give it a shot. Kind of like comic books. Yeah. Well, I tasked the podcast crew today with trying to think of what is either their most embarrassing story that either they're willing to share, or the most embarrassing story that they actually can think of and that they're going to be okay with sharing. And so just to kind of get you, who are these people that you're listening to talking shit with? And so I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of more of an insight of who we are and all that. So I wanted to kick it off. My embarrassing story actually happened about 3 years ago. And so the story goes, I went to brunch with my girlfriend. And at the time, it was very recent. It was very new in our relationship. And so we had a thing. We had a movie theater that was within walking distance. And so we would walk to where the movie theater was, and there was a saddle ranch. And they had fucking bottomless mimosas. And so we're getting
Saddle Ranch? The restaurant Saddle Ranch? The bar Saddle Ranch?
Yeah. They had a brunch. And so
this is already going to be good.
One of the mimosas was like straight vodka and like a hint of juice. Like it was a screwdriver. And so we're just getting wrecked. And they give really big portions, very greasy food. So it was awesome. And so our whole thing was get super drunk, watch a movie, stumble back home, take a nap. And that was like the best Sunday. So
Is nap code for sex?
sex and then sleep, yes. And
Or
so
the other way around. I mean, it depends how it works.
yeah, it
you know.
depends on how
It really
bad the
depends.
headache is, because those
Depends.
mimosa headaches are no joke, yo.
Yeah,
They
it
are
depends.
no joke.
Anyway,
Sounds like
and
hell.
it's funny that everyone gets mimosa headaches, but yet everyone still drinks mimosas. Like we just know to deal with it, you know. But anyway,
Yeah.
so so it's a 2-hour thing. So we would go like right at 10 a.m. Movie would be at 12. So we would fucking drink for 2 hours just because we like alcohol. I would say maybe hour 1.5. We decided, you know what, let's call it. Like we're both like stumbling because the bar, since we were regulars there, the bartender would quote unquote hook us up by giving us like very strong drinks. And so we calculated how many we can do, but it was more than what we realized. So she goes to the restroom and she leaves her purse. The second she leaves, I have to take the biggest shit in my life. And it's all the greasy food that I had just eaten.
You need to exercise the demons out, huh?
But I'm holding her. So I already left the table and I'm holding her purse. I'm holding her purse, and we had bought in a bag of something. So I have a bag and her purse, and I have to poop. And I'm just standing, and I'm like, for some reason in my drunken brain, I thought I can't take it with me to the bathroom. So I'm waiting. So Dana comes out. I give her the bags.
There is no Dana.
I rush to the bathroom, and I'm doing that tight butt clinch walk where you're like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. You're like waddling, yeah. Like like my asshole lost the battle. It's up to the cheeks to hold it together, you know. So I don't know if you guys know I'm sure you guys know the feeling. Like when you're in traffic and then you get home, the second you're either opening the door, the second you walk through the doorway of the bathroom, you start losing control because your body knows like I'm about to get relief, and like a little bit of pee comes out. You're like, ah! Like, you know. So I walk into the bathroom and my brain's like, you're home free. So the butt cheeks start to unclench. I'm like, no, motherfucker. I open the bathroom stall, lock the bathroom stall. I start to lower pants. It all comes out. We're talking projectile, people.
Oh.
But I made it. I am happy. Life is great. God is good. And I sit down and I'm letting it all out, and I'm just happy. I'm happy for about 3 Mississippis. By Mississippi number 4, I look down. To my horror,
no.
I have completely missed the bowl.
Please say blood. Please say blood. Please say blood.
Nope. I've completely missed the bowl. All of the poop has fallen into my pants. All of it. Because in my drunken state, I have not fully straddled the toilet. I was sitting more off the toilet than on the toilet, so all the poop just went in. So it was like a diaper. It was a male diaper, and so all my shit fell into my boxer briefs and my jeans. And I'm just staring at this. I'm instantly sober, and again there was some projectile, so there's stuff on the walls, like, and I'm like, how did this happen? So I throw the underwear away, and I'm trying, and I'm trying to clean the jeans, but you can see it all. And so then at this point, I don't realize how much time had gone by. Dana calls me, and she's like, "What's taking you so long?" Because we're supposed to catch a movie.
I shit my pants.
And I respond to her, "I need jeans. There's an Old Navy here. I need you to go to that Old Navy." And she's like, "You did not just shit yourself." And keep in mind, she's drunk because we were drinking the same. And I'm like, just get me some jeans. And so she gets my sizes and she leaves. So then there's a back door. So I leave through that back door. Keep in mind, this is about 4 to 6 months into dating this girl.
Oh, she loves you.
And so So I am sitting by the back door, and so she calls me. She's like, "I got the
With
jeans
shit
for
all
you
over
out."
your pants, though, right?
Through the back. Yeah, so I'm like this, like
Through
I'm
the
trying
back?
to act like
Shit
my
covered
back
pants?
is too
Like, hey, boo.
yeah, I'm just like, and so she walks up and she has the bag with the jeans in it. She's looking at me like she's laughing, and she gives me the jeans. And I'm like, I just have one last request. She's like, what's that? I'm like, I'm gonna turn around to go back to the bathroom to put these on and throw these away. You cannot look at me. And she's like, sweetheart, I'm gonna look.
At least
And
she's
so
honest.
I can't, whatever. Like I was just so done with the day. Like I was so embarrassed that I had to admit this to a person that I'm dating. Like this, I wanted to die.
Yeah.
And so I turn around. The second I turn around, I just hear as the doors are closing. Oh my god! Like, and so I throw those away, put on the new ones, and so the next day we're both laughing about it. That should be the end of the
That's after
story.
sex? 'Cause
Yeah, you know
kind
the
of already-
bartender though.
That should be the end of the story.
It's
And it's not.
Oh.
So I was so embarrassed at first, but then I was like, you know what? Like she was so fun, like she was so cool about it. She was so funny, and it was clearly an embarrassing thing, but we were able to laugh about it together. And throughout the day, she'd be like, "Remember that time you shit yourself?" And like we would both laugh. The next day, she calls me and she's like, "Hey, you know that what happened on Sunday?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my god, my mom thought it was the funniest thing."
Oh.
She told her mom. She told her sister.
Oh.
And then, and then I met them for Christmas later that year. Oh, it was a whole thing. But if I had to gauge what was my most embarrassing event, that would be it. A grown man shitting himself at a saddle ranch before watching a movie. I don't even remember the movie.
Side question: why is it? Okay, so it's probably a question for Carmen. That happened, and she told the fucking world.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like you go on a date or something, and I kissed her, and blah blah blah, and oh, I told my homie I kissed you. What? And like it's like the biggest fucking deal, but they could tell the fucking world that you shat and you're being drama. Why does that happen? Like it never makes any. I'm gonna clap. It never makes any sense.
I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer. For
like
that,
you said this much, but this lady said that you shat your pants to her whole family before Christmas. You should have given everybody a box of shit.
Shut up.
Would have made sense.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, that was.
And I'm kidding.
That was my most embarrassing story, and
How long have you guys been together?
3 years now.
See, that's love right there.
Yep.
All about that shit. Yeah.
You guys are thicker than shit.
There you go.
That's a mad keeper though. That's like a dude, like let's guy to guy that would have been like, oh, you're gonna be my homie for life. Like you're everybody.
You fucking know shit about me. Literally. Yeah.
And it was like, no,
There's no shit that's gonna come between you two.
Yeah.
Literally.
She's all about this shit right here. Anyway, no more shit puns. That is my embarrassing story.
How do you expect anybody to go? How do you expect anybody to go after that? Why couldn't you go?
I know, dude. Why can't you go last?
Hey, we're talking embarrassing stories here. It was embarrassing to me, and then
you're clearly gonna win.
Okay, it's not a fucking contest, bitch.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Dude, you're gonna win.
We're not comparing trauma. We're just like, hey, here's this one time I felt like a piece of shit.
Win.
What order are we going in?
The next person is Esteban. So,
God damn it,
Esteban, what do you got for me, man?
What a bad hair day.
No. There was 1 year. Ash remembers because Ash was there.
I was
There was
hoping it was gonna be this.
There was 1 year. Okay, there's always a reference that Ash makes, and I'm sure you guys have heard, where Ash saved me from getting into a fight. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's very true. I was I don't even know how old I was. But we went out for my birthday. We went to University City Walk. Went to University City Walk. Immediately hit the bar hard, fucking hard. Started with shots. Then it went from shots to beer. Then it went back to shots. Then it went back to beer. So it was a lot of just.
Ooh, to be young again.
You drank like I drank.
Yeah. Like Ash still drinks. Yes. So then that happened. So then and then we were walking around City Walk, and I forget how we got into the conversation because obviously it's all a blur. Don't remember. I decided that I thought that I could jump off of a flight of stairs. Okay. But and the only reason why I thought like I can do this was number one, I was very young. Number two, I was highly intoxicated, and there was maybe only like 5 or 6
That was the
steps.
first place.
That was the first place. Now, mind you, this was all the party started at 8. That was by like 8:30. How trashed I was. Okay. So yeah. So there was. So I said, how much you want to bet I can jump off and land like superhero landing? You know.
Supergirl, not even Superman. Go on.
No, superhero. I said superhero, fool.
Oh, sorry.
So I jump off, and sure enough, there's a puddle of water. I slip, I roll my ankle, and I land right on my tailbone.
No.
Right on my tailbone. I roll my ankle, I roll my wrist, and I land right on my side.
Because I was there.
Oh no one can call bullshit because you were there. And then I immediately get up.
I'm gonna tell you how that happened.
How did it happen?
You open, okay, so you know how like there's an outdoor patio and then they always have that little lame, and then you swing the gate open.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for Dia's house, like you fucking push the little button and then you open the gate.
Yeah.
He does that, pushes the gate open, pushes himself off the fucking
off the top rail and jump.
Fuck you, no puddle. When he jumped, he landed and he did like a fucking motion roll that just was the worst thing you've ever seen in your fucking life. Like, it was one of those like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, you have to ask him 8 times because like there's no way.
No way he's okay.
Yeah. Fucking shoulder, back, tailbone.
Yeah.
That's how you landed. Shoulder, back, tailbone. Sorry, go ahead.
Clearly he was a lot more sober than I was, but he was also drinking. So that happened. And then I don't remember. I mean, I thought I got up real quick thinking that I was fine, and I did. Okay. So then after that, I really don't remember what happened after that. All I remember is that we were at, what's it called? That place that was right there, right across the street from our high school.
24 hours.
24 hours. We were there at 24 hours.
Carnitas, Michoacan.
Yeah, there you go. Carnitas, Michoacan. We were there, and
that sounds fucking awesome, by the way.
It was awesome, but it's no longer there. It was actually torn down a few years ago.
It is a Panda Express now.
It's a Panda Express now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we ended up going, ordered food, and I sat down in the booth. Very, very drunk, still heavily drunk. And these are the booths where it's like it's 2 chairs or two benches right next to each other. So I'm sitting down and I'm waiting for my food, and then I'm leaning forward, and then I throw myself back and I hit the back of the bench, not realizing that there's someone directly behind me. So I did that a few times, and Ash is like, dude, like, stop, there's someone behind you. And I'm sure I said, fuck you, I don't care, blah, 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 this and that. So then
Ash is nodding his head, yes.
Yeah. So then the guy that's behind me, like, starts talking. I at this point, I don't remember because this is all that is what is being told to me after the fact. So then Ash stops me from getting into a fight there, get my food, ate some of my food, and immediately went outside. And I believe Rigo was with me. My best friend Rigo was with me. And I went outside, and after I finished eating, I think I threw up and proceeded to piss on a car out in public. Just like that. And then so it's just like, it's happening. I'm pissing. And then people are circling around me so that no one sees, so I don't get arrested for public urination. So that happened. Next morning I woke up. I actually
boom. Addendum. One, these booths are back to back.
That's what I said.
So he goes
long rows.
Boom.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey bro, you're hitting somebody, stop. Looks at me, does that fucking smile from it, bam. And I was, oh, okay, this is what it's gonna be. So I apologized to him, and I was like, I'm sorry, he's super fucking drunk. Like, and this guy was fucking super cool. Like, I understand. Like, he heard the entire fucking conversation. Okay. 8 more times of that, still apologizing every single time. We all fucking are about to leave. We're all, when we get up and are about to leave, oddly, I'm the guy that's like trying to make sure everybody's cool to go. So Esteban gets up all
Swaying back and forth, yeah,
and
yeah, trying to hold my balance.
There's an exit. There's a guy looking at the order menu, and he just fucking Roman Reigns shouldered him right into the fucking gate. There's a, as you order, getting in line, all they have to do is shut the gate or shut the big binding doors, and they're closed. Other than that, so this guy's, his back is to the binding door. Esteban, I swear to you, it was almost like Ready, Set, Hut. He just fucking shouldered that guy into the back of the gate, and I was like, I am so fucking sorry. Like, I'm so, like, and he shouldered him into the gate, and then backed off, and then looked at him like, and what? And I was like, oh no.
Mind you.
And then
Yeah.
the pissing story, I is all new. But I just want to addendum that because that was my.
Wait, so you were in a blackout that whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, he was fucking high.
Yeah. After that, from what I remember, the next thing I remember is actually waking up the next morning in my parents' living room on the couch, because apparently I passed out on the couch. When I woke up, I sat up really, really quickly and felt the excruciating pain of a rolled wrist, bruised tailbone, and a rolled ankle. So when I looked at my ankle and my wrist, they were pretty swollen because I legit thought I broke my wrist because of how I couldn't move my wrist a certain way. Yeah. So I thought I broke it, you know. I thought I had broken my wrist. I didn't break my wrist. Tailbone was actually pretty bruised. There was actually, I had a pretty big bruise, like visible bruise on my tailbone and lower back for a few days, almost a couple weeks. So that was fun. Almost died a couple times. And here I am drinking.
I mean, you're not mixing shots and beers.
Can I do a little side note?
No, I've learned.
Backstory. Sorry, real quick. I know I'm being the inner.
Well, you were there, so you're validating the story.
And my friend Andy was like, I'm gonna go to my friend's goodbye party. And when I go to this goodbye party, I meet Justine.
Oh, my sister. Yeah.
When I meet Justine, me and Esteban fucking start talking nerd, and we fucking hit it off. Okay. And
we've been in a relationship for so
ever since. So the very next time that I see Esteban is on his birthday. Mm-hmm. So knowing him for fucking 45 minutes, I already knew, like, on his birthday, take care of him, blah, blah, blah. Like, this was the very next time seeing it. We took pictures. We have pictures, all right, on fucking MySpace, which is that long ago. But that's how like kind of our friendship started. It was like, met your sister, was friends with your sister, met the brother, and that's how that happened. Like, that's
little side note, social media wise, MySpace is back. It's called HeySpace. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Gay what?
HeySpace.
I'm not even making a fucking joke. I thought I genuinely thought that you were saying gay space.
HeySpace or Space A or some shit like that. Anyways,
my name is Luis.
That was my story. Never again did I. After that day, I never again mixed alcohol.
You get to that level, but you don't. You are a lot better though. But you do get to that level.
Oh, I can get to that level if I wanted
with me. When we were watching Bill and Ted 3, your wife was pretty like, fuck this guy.
No. You're pretty smashed on your, not necessarily your bachelor party, but the day before.
The bachelor party
before
was
your
fucking fell asleep at 11.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
but the day before the wedding, bro, I don't know how it happened, but you and I ended up wrestling in the parking lot of the
I jumped on
Bluebell
your back
Mall.
and you fell.
So
Well, you had a fucking party bus going to the wedding and back.
Oh, I wasn't in that party bus.
Great idea, because I was in the wedding going.
yeah.
Great wedding, approved.
Ash, the floor is yours.
Oh, my bad. I fucking talked through his whole fucking story. I'm sorry.
Sorry. No, you're good. You were
Out of
validating the
context.
story.
It's the day that I met White Zombie and I did shit myself. Or it's the day that I told somebody I liked them and they held me up throwing up on a freeway. Which one do you guys want to hear? We already hit a shit story.
I kind of want to hear another shit story.
All right.
Wait, I'm not the only person here, though. Well, what do you guys think?
I kind of want to hear the White Zombie one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a shit
same.
story.
He's getting ready for it.
There he is.
This is the era of Tower Records. Midnight opening. If you buy the album, you'll sign anything you want. We get there. I'm about to meet White fucking Zombie, and it's amazing because you know when you discover something new, it's like your everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like it's your fucking everything. So
Like this podcast.
very much like this podcast.
Pink.
It was like I was very Tony fucking Ralph fucking Belle Biv DeVoe, and going from K Earth, which my mom raised me on oldies because she was awesome. Going from K Earth, I passed through pirate radio, and I was like, and it was like, oh, that sounds weird. That's kind of cool. And Welcome to the Jungle made me the fucking person that I am today. Side note, or the main story is that like, so we went, so from then on it was like Pearl Jam and then Soundgarden, and then everything just led into fucking everything. My friend Dylan is one of those people that are like music nerd. So the way we are like, hey, Rob Liefeld's gonna be at fucking Comic-Con. Like he's very much like, hey, Chris Cornell's gonna be at a Walden Books because he's coming out with a book. Like he was like that guy. So I found out that White Zombie's coming out with the second album. I want to say not L'Exorcisto? Okay. The one with fucking More Human Than Human on it.
Okay.
So I want to feel like that. Anyway, sorry, side note. Anyway, sorry, my bad. So that album came out, and when that album came out, they told us when we first got there that they'll sign anything that you have. So I brought my first album, I brought, the fucking Hit Parader, I brought everything that I fucking have.
Did you bring a sweater and then lose it?
No, I didn't, because I didn't go to see Coheed and Cambria. But that's another fucking side story, because that's another night where you got that fucked up. So that was like when you were like, oh, I've never gotten that fucked up before. I was like, there's a lost sweater to prove it.
No, there's not, because it's lost.
Anyone else heard that?
Yeah,
The
we all
lost.
heard it.
Okay, thank you. So I went to go wait in line, and when I went to wait in line, I know this is a long ass story, but when I went to wait in line, it's such a fucking awesome story, because the first one was Sean Yeaselt, which is the girl bassist. And when I went up to her, I was like, I honestly have like 6 things for you to sign, and they told me that you guys can only sign 1. I'm so sorry, but like, is it cool if you sign everything that I have? I just brought it thinking that because that's how it was brought up. And she was like, honey, like I'll sign anything you have in front of me. And in my guy head, I was like, but I brought out the 6 things, and she signed all 6. And she was like, oh, by the way, guys, this guy, you're gonna sign everything he does. And at the end, Rob was like, no, I'm not. And then with his glasses and his hat, with his cowboy hat, he was like biggest smile you've ever seen in your life. Like I'm totally like an uncle. Like, you're not gonna get that present, and you get that present.
Yeah.
Like he had that big ass fucking smile, and I was like,
Fuck yeah.
this is the coolest fucking thing ever.
Oh,
So
no.
I went to the drummer, and the drummer signed everything. And again, they were all told you're only going to sign one thing. So him signing all 6 things, like just quick. And when I get to Rob, he pulls the one thing, signs it, and then pushes it off to the side, and then fucking just looks at me. And then as he's looking at me, signs everything else. And starts, I was like, fucking single tear. And I go, and we go to this fucking on Sunset. There is a train food, chili dog, and
the not conies.
it's something, right?
Pinks?
I don't know what it's
Pinks?
called.
No.
Not Pinks.
No, it's not Pinks. It's a train.
Know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, that.
No, yeah.
Well, they have
It's before the
chili
Saddle
dog,
Ranch.
hamburger chili fries thing. So when we all got it, it was like the one big chili fries, and we all got the chili burger and chili dog.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I got off. Everything signed. We're on our way on the 60 fucking freeway.
Okay, I'm gonna hit.
Oh,
Can I hit
no.
pause right here?
Yes.
I just want to make it a point because I'm getting very happy about this. Ash has never been happier at this moment. So before he continues the story, he just met his heroes. His heroes cracked a joke, and they said, "You're the fucking best." And he's like, "I'm on top of the world." And please continue.
Oh no.
I'm in a bright red Mazda, 2-door, in the 90s. So
Oh, it even hurts him to say it. It hurts him to
I'm
say
in the
it.
back seat,
He's
and
gonna cry.
I'm
I'm gonna cry for him.
turning fucking bright red. I have all this stuff that they signed. My friend Pablo, which died today, rest in peace. Fucking not died today, but died on this day.
Anniversary.
And then Dylan, who was like the Zach Morris of my high school. So him, fucking one of my best friends, and the people that took me to this thing, and I'm barely introduced to all this awesome music, shat in the back seat of my homie's Mazda, and just there was nothing I can do. Honestly, there's nothing I could do. Like, it was like all like, if you can imagine your asshole going and the camera wasn't on me, so that's not a joke, but like it was
Hold
almost
on.
like GoldenEye. Remember how GoldenEye just opens up?
How did you shit your pants?
That's what I was gonna ask. There had to have been a
No.
build-up. There was no build-up.
You
It
didn't
was just
feel
like,
I just told you on the
the-
beginning of the 60 freeway, I was all
You didn't even say
you
that.
didn't say that. You just
No,
went
you
straight to the
didn't say
60
that.
freeway, and you decided to shit.
from the 101 going all the way home. It was kind of like, you know how you have that rumble, like, oh, it's probably
It was percolating.
Carmen, I'm sorry. You know, you're like, it's probably a fart, and you don't want to fart in front of your family.
No.
Yes. It wasn't a shart. It was a full-on, like, I am straight out going.
You unloaded.
No.
Like, down my leg. Like, yes.
Wait, were you holding it in line like while you were waiting? I mean, you were like,
No.
this isn't that big a deal.
No, bro,
Like,
it
you
was
just
the
kept
all
chili
that was
fries.
fucking
The chili
magical.
fries did this to him.
badly.
All of that was fucking magical. I didn't know that. I'm a very,
didn't know that
I was
chili
a
fries
very
do that?
sheltered person, so I didn't realize that chili fries, chili dog, blah blah blah, like don't make plans. It was like I had a. Not to mention when we had the chili fries, like it was what, like 6 o'clock. So by the time the midnight fucking release came out, then you're waiting in line. So
See, you told your story out of order.
Yeah, you told. So you had the chili fries
like,
first.
Okay, yeah.
Then you
That's
waited.
why we're
I
just
thought
kind
you
of like,
went to
wait a
the
minute.
record store.
Oh,
and
you thought it
then-
would happen? Oh, yeah. No, I said it wrong. Sorry. I just wanted to get to
Chili
the
fries.
Way to make
You
a
waited
long
in
story
line.
longer.
Yeah.
Then you have to shit.
Yeah.
So okay,
Oh.
resume here. You shat. It went down your leg with these strangers in the car.
They
Yeah.
What
weren't
did you do?
strangers.
They're not strangers, they're his friends.
Well, he met two of those though that day. He said.
No, that's Esteban's story. But
Oh,
No, I didn't. But okay.
everything was fucking cool. Like everything was fucking cool. Like it wasn't like I smell shit. It was kind of like everything was cool. Everything was cool. Made it home. Got all the stuff. Got out real quick. Nobody ever said anything. Rang the doorbell, and my mom opened the door, and I was like, I farted, and I walked. I walked past her because I was like, I smell like shit. There's nothing I could say. I farted. Like there was nothing I could say. So I put everything in my room and I go to the fucking the bathroom and I throw the jeans in the shower and I fucking just rinse and repeat that motherfucker with shampoo, soap, anything I could fucking anything I could fucking find.
There's
And-
bleach in comment.
Huh?
There's bleach
There's-
in comment.
I just did everything I could find. Like it was kind of like
Oh, wow.
it's better than coming home with shit in your pants with your mom being like, "What happened?" I met White Zombie. I shit my pants. So there's that.
Nice.
thank you
Did
for
your
that.
friends ever find out that you shot your pants in
They
the car?
did, but they found out probably like a month ago. They
Like
found
legit a month ago?
Legit, probably a month ago.
Oh. Oh, good on them.
You
Good
kept
on you.
it the whole
keeping the
time?
secret.
You've been harvesting this like a shit, like a turd in your
You asked
chest.
me for an embarrassing story, but when you said your shit story, I was always like, I was already like, fuck, you took my shit.
Literally.
So yeah, so
Wow.
but it was a night that I met White Zombie, so
That's a very
Fun
that's
times.
there was highs and lows there, and I think that's my favorite part. If we were voting, I think I like yours because, and here's why: is you were at the highest high, you were at the highest high, and then you were at the lowest low within hours from each other. I love that so much because it's like life couldn't be better, and then it's like I shit myself. Carms, what do you got?
Oh, hold on. Before you go, I think it was Rob Zombie's birthday this past week or last week. So happy birthday, Rob Zombie, since we mentioned it.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sir.
he was fucking.
Oh, yes, my
absolutely
story.
killing it.
Yes, Carmen, what you got?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure some of the people in my story are going to listen to this. So I apologize
Yay.
ahead because it involves you. So it was maybe 2 years ago for around Halloween time. We all decided that we were going to go to the haunted hayride.
Mhm.
So I went over to my friend's house to pregame, because if I like scary movies, I like the genre, but I hate jump scares. I hate jump scares. So every haunted anything is jump scares, like upbeat, whatever, right? So I was like, I'm going to have to be a little bit buzzed because if not, I'm going to lose my shit. I punch people when I get scared. So I
Oh,
was
you're
like,
that
I don't
girl?
want to do
You're that person?
I am, yeah. So I was like, I can't do that. So I want to have a good time. I'm going to get, I'm going to drink a little. So we were at her house. We were drinking. But her boyfriend is a chef. So he had prepared this, ghost pepper hot sauce. And he's like,
bad
it's
idea.
bomb.
Oh, no.
Try it. He's like, you're gonna feel the spice, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
fine. I was like, okay, fine. So I tasted the hot sauce, have the typical reaction. I'm losing my shit. Tears are running down my eyes. I was like, I can't drink milk because I'm lactose, but so she's like, I have honeydew. So I was like, okay, I'm fucking eating all their honeydew. I finished the fucking honeydew, right? And I was like, this is over. It's fine. Let's keep on drinking. We had a bottle of whiskey, so I'm like, taking shots of the whiskey, and then I had given my friend a bottle of wine, and then she's like, "Oh, we should open the wine." So there goes. I'm mixing whiskey and wine.
Oh, jeez.
Then they made me taste the hot sauce again.
No, why?
So there was no more honeydew. So I was like, okay, I have to down the wine. So I down the wine. Okay. Now Andres knows I can hold my liquor. Like I'm proud of myself for that. So I was fine. We went to the haunted hayride. We were there, totally acting cool. At some point, not cool. I was not cool anymore. Totally, my friends can tell that I'm starting to get fucked because I become really friendly. So I'll just start talking to everyone. I have something to say to everyone. I'll be like, I love you. And I don't even know who they are. Like I'll compliment the shit out of whoever is next to me. So I'm doing that while we're waiting for the ride. We're on the ride. And all I remember from the ride was literally this motion.
Oh no.
I don't remember anything of the ride. I don't remember being scared. I don't remember like anything happening, right? Okay. So then at some point they're holding me up because I can feel them. And I have a picture of me. I'm like this on my friend. So we're going home. We get in an Uber. And I can feel everything coming up.
Oh no.
And I'm trying to be nice. I'm really trying to be nice. I don't want to ruin this man's car. I understand I'm in a car. I know as much as that. So I rolled on the window. And I start throwing up, right? And then I'm proud of myself, whatever. Roll the window up. I'm like chilling. And then like all my friends are like this. And I was like, what the hell? And then we get off the Uber. I think maybe he kicked us out. I don't remember this part. One of them can fill the story in. But my friend is fucking covered in my puke.
Oh.
She was in the back seat. It was a minivan. So I was in the middle and there was 3 people in the back. And when I opened the window, everything came back up.
Oh
yes.
my God.
And it landed all over them. Over them. And I had like no idea. We got out of the van and I was like, what happened to you guys? And they're like, are you fucking serious? I am so thankful to my friend because she's still my best friend and she still talks to me. I will forever apologize for that because I don't have any recollection besides me rolling on the window to be nice.
Oh my God.
But
Okay.
I can just imagine her she wears glasses too, so imagine doing this motion to my throw up
with ghost pepper vomit.
Okay, and that's what I was gonna
Exactly.
ask. Was it like crazy burning when it came back up? Do you remember that?
No, it didn't burn, but it was all the honeydew. Like it was literally like the wine color and honeydew chunks. Like it was fucking bad.
That's so
It's
gross.
so bad.
Oh,
And
that
even
is
then, she
so
still, like,
horrible.
I still went into her apartment to throw up even more, and like I'm just so embarrassed. And her boyfriend, he didn't go with us, so he just looks at us and he's like, I want to hear what the fuck just happened.
This happened.
Oh, lovely.
Oh my God. That
Wow.
that is amazing.
You know those people that are like hut and then makes you throw up? Like had I been the best friend, that I would have fucking thrown up. It would have been fucking Family Guy.
A chain reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, I already know how
But
you get, Ash.
she
when
like
someone
really,
throws
really
up around you.
tried to hold it together because she was gonna throw up because she's the same way. But she's like, we were already getting kicked out because you had just thrown up all over this man's car, and then like me throwing up just would not have been a good thing.
Wow.
That is so funny. Wait,
Fun
so I'm
times.
assuming your friend was the one that booked the Uber. Did she get charged for having to clean it?
It was her other friend. He got charged, but obviously I paid him back.
So fuck, and there's more to that story then. Oh my God. The gift
Hey,
that
Carm-
just keeps on giving.
Hey, Carmen, I think for your guess, it should be those your friends that went on that haunted hayride.
No.
I would love to hear the other side of that story. Yeah, like while you were in your blackout, like I would love to hear what they had to deal with. Oh my God,
my
that is such a phenomenal story.
I'll
Thank you
ask
so
them.
much for sharing. That is amazing. I love that. All right, Andres, it is all on you now, good sir.
Oh, that's great. So mine is probably going to be the shortest story of them all because these motherfuckers took like 20 minutes per story. And mine isn't.
One,
That
I'm old
good.
as fuck, so fuck you.
So this was while I was in the 7th or 8th grade, and for junior high, I went to an all-boys school it was a Catholic school, so it was co-ed. So I knew these people for the majority of the class I knew since the 1st grade. So we had PE in our PE clothes. They were it's a t-shirt with their school's logo and some short green shorts. They were like kind of thigh highs. So I don't know what game we were playing, but the boys and girls had PE together. And I think we were playing either softball in our back parking lot area, which was a fairly big space. So you could actually play a full game there. So we were playing, and I think it was either time to go in. And somebody went ahead and pantsed me from behind. Completely with my shorts and my boxers that I had underneath. And there was 2 girls across from me when it happened, staring at my general direction. One of them was my friend Rosita, which I haven't heard from in years, so I don't have anybody to corroborate the story. I'm sorry. But I'm positive they saw everything.
Your
My
little
Franks and beans.
your little dick, your pre-puberty
Thanks,
dick.
my little dick. Yes.
Yeah, you're a child.
So
You're a child.
7th or 8th grade. I wasn't that young. Anyways. So
just a lot of like
I
bazinga.
got quickly embarrassed, and I remember seeing my friend's face as she turned bright red and laughing and turned away. And I, as quickly as I could, pulled up my boxers and shorts and just embarrassedly walked away.
Fuck.
So that's my story.
How many times did your friend apologize?
He didn't. It happened. I got lucky.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Did that spread throughout the school? Like, did everybody know that people have seen your dick?
Nah.
No?
It was just, I was close to that person, and yeah, we laughed about it, and
It just stayed within your circle.
yeah, basically.
That's fucking surprising. That is very fucking surprising.
Andres wins for the shortest embarrassing story.
I was like, we shortest. Like, finish that sentence very carefully.
I
Oh
always
man,
feel like his was like the worst.
I think so. Like,
Yeah,
I think
like the kind of
every story that I heard.
My dick. Sorry, Carmen. I mean, like
You continued being my friend if that's any
every story I think got exponentially worse. So so kudos to
Sure,
everybody in this group.
That was a good ending. Nope.
Yeah, very good ending. Well, we went into quite a bit of the episode, and we actually have a guest coming in for the second part. So we did have some context that we wanted to get into. I'm thinking we can probably hold that for the next episode. What are you guys thinking?
Sure.
Everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
So so we'll be right back, guys. We're gonna get into some Cobra Kai talk about the show. Try to be as general as possible. But Zach, one of our
I do want to bring up one thing though.
Yes, sir.
We should talk about the Chris Evans thing because it'll be 2 weeks in advance. So like maybe we should talk about that today.
Okay. Actually, kick that off, Ash.
Is that a go or no? Is that a return for sure? Or because there was
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of websites that are confirming that he's coming back, and then others that are saying that he's still in quote unquote talks.
So
well, I saw this thing that say, well, it's news to me, but I don't know if they're putting that
Relative to-
together?
Yeah,
Or
so essentially from what I was gathering, and if you guys are following our Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, I kind of posted a little bit about it earlier.
Explain the whole thing for somebody that may not know what it is.
Essentially what ended up happening after the end of Endgame, Chris Evans said he's done with Captain America, he's done with Marvel movies, and the reason why he wanted to do that was because he wanted to step away from acting, quote unquote acting, and kind of test his waters as far as being a director, or also doing something other than superhero genre movies. So that happened. He's done his things in Knives Out. The other, what was the one that we're talking about?
he directed Knives
defending
Out.
defending Jacob. No, he did not.
No.
Knives Out.
He acted in Knives Out, but
Yeah.
he also was in an Apple Plus movie or TV show
There
or
was-
series.
Defending Jacob.
Thank you, Defending Jacob.
Yeah, and it's a very serious, dramatic role. So it's a different role from what we've seen.
So there's that, and it's great. And now all of a sudden we're hearing talks that he might come back, that he's in talks of coming back, or that he is coming back. So basically, essentially, if he comes back, he could either be doing something as far as like a movie or a Marvel series. So this said contract that he is quote unquote in talks of is for one more film / series, but with an option to come back and do more. That's essentially what this is. So everybody was reporting on it. Comicbook.com reported on it. Deadline.com reported on it. Everybody was reporting on it. Then all of a sudden, around late today or late on the 14th, when everything was going down, Chris Evans actually tweeted, and all he said was, "That's news to me," or "Never heard of that," or something along those lines. And he put the emoji, like the shrugging shoulders emoji. So it's kind of like, is he being coy about the whole thing? Is he kind of joking around and just playing with it just to kind of throw everybody off? Is he trying to troll? What is it? I mean, technically, a lot of people are kind of saying, well, he technically didn't say no, like he's not doing it. You know what I mean? So, which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's
Plus, there's a lot
things.
of Marvel actors that do that. Fucking Sam Wilson, I don't know his real name, kind of did that for Falcon in the early.
Yeah, and it's cool because after I kind of posted everything, one of our followers on Instagram, actually she was actually pretty hilarious when she posted, and her Instagram her Instagram handle is Black Girls Love Comics. And she put,
Hey,
and
thank
she
you for shouting
posted-
me out.
No. And she posted, she goes, "Money will change your mind too," So that's kind of the thing. I mean, who knows, from it could very well be that Marvel's throwing a shit ton of money at him and saying, "Come on, man, like, we can do a little bit more. We can, play a little bit more with, the Captain America character." So I mean, it could very well be anything from him, playing in a movie role, or even doing a Disney Plus series. I mean, I personally would kind of want to see how he puts the stones back, or another one where he plays old man Steve Rogers, or I think his character in the comic books, if I'm not mistaken, is Commander Rogers instead of Captain, so he ends up in the Nick Fury role.
We could even do graphic novel status where it's just the story. It has nothing to do with the overall MCU, just
I mean, who knows? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Could it be the fact that when he puts back the stones, then we get to see him live his life out with Peggy, in that alternate timeline, that he ends up creating? Could it be that?
Multiverse,
could it be this? Because obviously there is a multiverse.
Because you're also done, and you're done, and you're like, whatever, and then you get 3 or 4 years, and it's kind of like, I'm not as done as I thought I was. Like, I could do it now. Like, when you're obligated and you're like, okay, when April you're doing Captain America, you're doing Winter Soldier, and then in fucking September, it took me that long to think of another month. September, You're gonna go into Civil War. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot out of you. Like, you're set. creative wise, you're set for such a long time.
and I know a lot of people are already saying that they don't like the fact that he's coming back. Like they think that Captain America's story's done, or he played
Fuck
his
that.
not that he played his part, but like his story arc came to an end. And it was a good ending. He had his moment with Peggy. He was able to spend
It's a
his life
mean
with Peggy.
ending.
And then he passed the mantle over to Sam, the Falcon as the new Captain America. So there's always that, I mean,
Because they even want Peggy as Captain America too. Like there's a bunch of
well,
different-
okay, well then that's
Peggy as Captain America is going to be in the What If series.
right, and it's going to be an
See, that's what I'm
animated
saying, like,
series.
just
Yeah, all those What If series is all going to be animated. It's all going to be an animated series. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, they could. I mean, what I would want to see is I want to see the Disney Plus. If they do a Disney Plus, he goes to the alternate timeline, and then who knows? Maybe then this alternate timeline, we actually see Bucky do that storyline
That'd be cool.
where Bucky becomes Captain
Yeah.
America for that small period of time.
what he was doing as an assassin for the government.
Yes.
That could be cool.
So there's always that. There's different avenues they can go, but I mean,
And they could add a whole backstory of maybe he didn't even want to kill the Starks. Like, you know what I mean? Like there could be a whole little. Again, that's a Cobra Kai thing that you should have been into, because that was you didn't know a backstory kind of a thing.
whatever, man. So that's
I'm
pretty
telling
much
you,
that's pretty much the big news for today on January 14th. So
All right, well, we are about to get into the topic of Cobra Kai and why you should be watching it. So we will
why
be right
I
back.
should be watching it?
That you should be watching.
Yeah,
specifically,
you.
Stefan.
Yeah.
Specifically you.
It's 4
Especially
against
when
one.
you said,
Jesus.
"Hey, Dolph
I-
played He-Man," and you try to get me to watch that shit, but you won't watch fucking. Oh, it's too cheesy.
Because
Like,
it's fucking Masters of the Universe. That's why.
oh,
Dolph Lundgren as fucking He-Man. Where does that go wrong? In the 80s.
I think
Not
you
right
just
now.
answered that.
All right, guys, we will be right back, but you guys won't notice that we're gone because of the magic of editing.
Woo!
Send it to the internet.
There you go.
Hey, what's up, man?
And then
He's like Keanu
Howdy.
Reeves' guy on the couch.
Zach is a combination of Jesus and Keanu.
Oh, well, thank you, man. That's
Mike, bro.
all right. Wow, the whole team is here. Hey guys, wow, this is crazy. I'm a little starstruck. So,
Hell yeah.
I worked with you, man.
I mean, I know you too, but I don't know.
We used to work with you.
I know. It's
They didn't believe me when I said you were a little starstruck.
right. Oh, okay. So, thank you for having me. First, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, guys. Like, this is
Of course,
totally
man.
grateful. Like, humble.
They're hiring you.
It's like, thank you for having a fan on. Oh my God, that's like fucking incredible. So thank you so much for that, first off. Number two, I don't know if you've done it already, but I'm drinking Woodward whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I need to go get my glass with the ice in it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. Good start, man.
All right, well, while he's going to go get that glass, I
He's
just
been texting since like 4:00. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? And now he's right in front of us.
Okay.
Well, while he's getting that glass and pouring himself that first drink before we cheers to it, just a little bit of context to it. Zach has been probably our biggest fan, really. He's been commenting.
Wow.
He's been doing the most comments on our YouTube videos. So right now we're dubbing him our greatest fan. So if you guys want to compete, step up your game, guys. But he poured his drink. So everybody, water, alcohol, whatever you got. Cheers.
Here's what we'll do.
Cheers.
Thank you again for having me on.
Of
Here's
course,
what we'll
man.
do. At the end of the year, if we have enough guests, we'll have the audience pick who was the best guest, and then we'll have that person come back on.
Wow, I don't know. Now I got pressure on me.
It's like, you better bring it today.
You know I want to win that. Come on.
Well, okay. So speaking of, and you started a dialogue here within our little comic circle about Cobra Kai. So we kind of want to keep it as vague-ish as possible.
Please.
But yeah,
Do we want to introduce him?
I-
Zach?
I thought I did.
Did you say his name?
Yeah, I said Zach, and then I said he was one of the biggest fans because he's commented. So you guys need to
And
compete.
I'm not even drunk. I'm
that
sorry.
whole 5 minutes before the
Listening
episode,
skills,
and
excellent.
good comics
Love that.
fashion, here we are. Perfect. You know, I like
You know
it
what?
better when you are drunk because then I can blame that. You know.
There's Ash fucking bringing the show to a crashing halt. As
No,
usual.
oh, stop with the structure. What's happening? Like,
Zach, you have to know that they're shitting on me, so it's gonna go downhill. So when they shit on me, I'm
Hey
gonna
man, I saw the last episode. No offense. That was probably the best episode.
it was a fun episode. But what I was gonna get to before I was pleasantly interrupted by our good buddy Ash is you had made a comment on doing a review or like a breakdown of Cobra Kai, which I saw it, binged it, and it's dear to my heart. I'm curious, what made you say, hey, there's a lot to unpack here? What was your thought?
Well, I mean, gosh, there's a lot to unpack with that season, to be honest. I mean, there's so much to it. If you're like into the Karate Kid movies at all, like, and you like the first 2 seasons, I think the 3rd season will definitely deliver. It is a little goofy, I guess, in a way at times, but you kind of like know that going in with the whole vibe to the Karate Kid series anyways, and the Cobra Kai series for that matter. But I think they delivered, and man, the cliffhanger at the end, I mean, it's all there, man. And the callbacks to Karate Kid 2 are just like outstanding, all that stuff. Yeah.
No, it's I couldn't agree with you more. It's just very it feels very 80s. The cheesy corniness, it's like it doesn't feel so over the top, but it has like that 80s callback to and one of those things that they talk about a lot, like on Reddit threads, of like how the actual bully was LaRusso, and they like talk about that in the first season of like the little things, like he's like, oh yeah, well I won the tournament. He's like, yeah, with an illegal kick, because in point karate, it's actually illegal to strike in the face.
Right.
And that was like his finishing move, and it's like, oh, you know, and he took what's his name's girlfriend, like it was a whole thing. And it's like, if you look at it through a different perspective, he's actually the bully, but they address stuff like that. So it's fun little things that they poke at.
Dude, the cameo from the old girlfriend, gosh, what's her name, from The Boys as well? What's her name?
Elizabeth Shue.
There you go. Thank you.
You got it.
That was incredible. Oh, and like Johnny's a little player right there, like all like hooking up with the mom, and then also like he's got an old flame. I was like, dang, bro, like easy. The rains and pours, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was cool. It was very, very fun, I gotta say. Check it out.
Ash,
Well,
what are your
you're giving
thoughts?
away the fucking spoilers, homie.
Well,
It's vague. He hasn't said names. He just
like,
said he's a player.
Yeah, I thought it was chill.
The 1 and 2 built on the kids, and I felt they really invested in that, because season 3 is like a whole backstory to Kreese, which is kind of a side character in part 1, and really, really a side character in part 2. So they kind of really had to invest in the first 2 seasons for them to invest in Kreese. I like the Miguel's journey in part 3, in season 3. I liked, obviously, like, it's still not squashed, but it is squashed. It kind of made me feel like Ryu and Ken by the end. Have you seen that shirt where it's like they did Johnny and Daniel as Ryu and Ken?
No.
That shirt. So it was really cool. And then also Asshole. They also brought in, within that storyline, it leads into someone that's going to return from Karate Kid 3. So for season 4. So I don't know, man. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Well, one of the things that I was nerding out about is that season 1, 2, and 3 was all filmed for YouTube Red. So it was all.
I did not know that.
Yeah. season one.
Fucking budget in part 3 with the whole arm. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah, like so like season 1 and 2 was filmed on YouTube Red. YouTube Red didn't do very well, and so Netflix bought the rights to it, and they released season 1 and 2 on Netflix first, held on to season 3. So season 3 had been shot for like 2 years, and they just hadn't released it. And so then it wasn't until now, the beginning of the year, that they released season 3. And so I don't want to say, I'm hesitant on my words, but I'm going to say that that's why it was the same quality. I'm expecting once it's under the Netflix umbrella, I'm thinking it's going to, maybe some of the cheesiness will go away, but it can't completely go away because it still has to keep that charm, you know?
This is going to be blasphemous. So get ready to shit on me. The Miguel coming out of, again, spoilers, Miguel being within the coma and fighting to come back. I was like, if he comes back, black. He comes back,
black.
I'm gonna be fucking. And then there's 4 of them.
That'd be a twist.
I thought you were Hispanic.
It's like what we saw with Superman when he died, like how his comeback was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. And then you guys don't shit on me.
No, because you were going a different direction, and then
we're just being nice, man. We got a guest today, you know.
Carms,
all it is.
Carms, talk to us. You're all caught up. What are you thinking? What are your feels on it?
You know what? I know a lot of people are talking about the fact that there's some cheesiness to it, but I feel that it works. I like the callbacks to the 80s movies, and I feel that the cheesiness goes along with it, and it kind of drags you in as a family show. It gave me very like Seventh Heaven vibes, you know, where it's like very like super cheesy, but like it works somehow, and you just want to keep watching. I mean, that's what happened to me. I was going into it, and I was like, let me see. They probably destroyed it, but I'm very happy with it. I loved it. I love the character arc for Johnny. I think he's probably my best character, I think, from that season. I like that they're representing the kids, like they're kind of like fluid, you know, like they went to Miyagi-Do and now Cobra Kai, and it, you know, it's like Robbie starts the other way around, and they're kind of switching them around to like show you how they can be influenced, which I thought that was cool. I mean, let me see. I did want to make a comment, and I know maybe whatever, but the girls, I don't like the girls' characters. I don't like Sam, and I don't like Tori. I don't like either of them at all.
Really?
Yeah, I think Sam is a crybaby a lot. Like I know a lot of people like her, but I don't. And Tori, I get what they were trying to do with her character, but like they just kind of took her over the top, I think. But yeah,
I mean, I guess the final act of the season, I can see that for sure. But like I don't know. I was rooting for her when we were first introduced to her. And then she turned into like a real piece of shit. So, but I mean, like,
what about the 2 epic fights like that were kind of almost felt like the Defenders. You know how like Daredevil's fight into
dude, season 2, that school fight, it felt like I know it wasn't a one shot, but it felt like there were multiple long takes in it. It felt like what you're saying, Ashley. It felt Defenders level, like fucking Daredevil level, like, but it's a bunch of kids fighting. Like, it's just so like you're laughing, but you're also like, holy shit, like they had to do that. Like, because you know, if the fucking little Asian kid at the end fucked up his kick, they have to do all that again. Like, oh god,
and then everybody was paired up, like the little nerd with the little nerd, the fat guy with the fat guy, and Miguel, I kind of was like bleh. In the first season, I was like, I wish Miguel was my kid. And then the second season, I was kind of like, and then
that's some commitment.
Then the third season, I was like, oh, Miguel, dude. Miguel is like my fucking, other than Johnny and Daniel. Daniel was kind of a dick for the first seasons too.
The first season. Yeah, no. First season, Daniel.
Daniel
was
started becoming Daniel in season 3, like
Yeah.
Daniel-san.
like the Daniel.
Daniel's
You know what's
son.
hilarious is we're talking and we have a guest. I'm sorry, Zach. Go ahead.
Oh no, your guys are good. No, I love it. It's just like I'm
What did you-
listening to the podcast. I love it. It's great. No, I was just gonna say,
What did you?
what about the Kreese fucking origin story, right? How about that?
Yo.
Right? They
That was
showed
pretty
you like
deep.
why he was so angry and shit, and it was like, oh, now I know.
No mercy. Yeah, because he had
Vietnam
to.
fucked you up, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of fight. So, I mean, you just mentioned the Kreese part. What would you say of the 3 seasons? What would you say would be like if somebody is not into it and is saying it's overly cheesy? Is there a season you think that can? Yeah, I'm looking at you, Esteban. Is there a season that can you think salvage it and be like, dude, if check out this? Like, which one do you think is like their top? Which one's their grade A shit?
I feel like 1 and 2 were for the kids. They're not going to bring in, you know what I mean? Like if they did a reboot and the kids were secondary, it would be awesome for us, but it wouldn't be the success that it is now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Those little girls love Robbie and Miguel and fucking Hawk. But you know what I mean?
Hawk,
Dude, Hawk
fucking hate him now.
Didn't Hawk turn babyface?
Yeah,
Like in it?
Hawk turned babyface, which was, and he did it in a fucking cool way. Like once he broke the goddamn spoilers. Once he broke homie's arm, I was like, there's no saving grace. And then he had his little like fucking
his big old Hawk tattoo on his back.
Yeah, and he started
so
running,
retarded.
and when he ran at him, he fucking drop kicked him. I was like, dope.
See, you're saying this. It's like you say he has a massive Hawk tattoo on his back, and you say it's dumb. See, and for that reason, I'm out. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You know, I'm
laughing so loud in my living room.
Eagle Fang, bro.
Eagle Fang.
Out of all
That's
the
the
bullshit
worst
stuff
name.
that we watch and fucking that's cheesy, they're gonna make a stand on this?
I couldn't do it, man.
Dude, calm the
Andres.
fuck on.
No.
How many
Andres.
times have you seen Daredevil?
You
Like the movie Daredevil.
You
Of
were
course.
mentioning, Andres, you were mentioning that you were digging, you haven't finished the series, but you were digging Cobra Kai.
Like,
What would you
halfway
say,
through
what's
the
your
second.
standout moment? What's your standout moment?
So far, there's like a lot of stuff like the personal building stuff, like the episode where they fucked up Johnny's the Firebird and
Oh, that was fucked up.
he went
Oh,
to
the beautiful
Daniel's
car,
house,
too.
and they got the Charger and they were spending time together.
Yeah.
Like that part was pretty dope because you got to see them bury everything and they're rehashing stuff and they're like cool with each other until you see Robbie at the fucking at Daniel's house and it fucking breaks. The finale of the first season's dope. The All Valley tournament. I'm only halfway through the second one, but there isn't anything like the show's good. Like if you like the movies growing up, there's enough that it pulls you in.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like nostalgia or going into like 80s shit. I'm not big into 80s hair fucking bands, but if you dig it, fucking Johnny's all about it.
That's how
But
you know
yeah.
you're cool, bro.
Fucking blast a rat in the background right now. But yeah, like it's gonna be cheesy. So were the fucking movies growing up. How did you not like love the
I'm
three?
not saying that. I'm just saying that. Like, okay, I think okay. I'm not saying that I'm.
You said you were out.
I did say that I was
Yeah.
out. I did say I was
Yeah, but I've
out. But
never
look
seen
at
all
okay.
100.
So here's the thing. I knew that they had made a series. When I heard that it was on YouTube Red, YouTube made it seem that YouTube Red was like the Netflix of YouTube.
That's what they were trying to do.
Right. So I go in thinking Cobra Kai is going to be kind of like, a little bit more edgier, I guess, not so much of the 80s cheese factor,
They cursed in it, so it is a little edgier.
they curse in it, and they make a lot of like dick jokes about it. But
They
yeah,
really,
you know,
Johnny's typing on his AOL account, babes, like on the search engine, like
that's what I'm
just
saying.
How about
you
every
know?
time he says hash brown rather than hashtag, dude?
Yeah.
Every time he says hash brown, I'm like, you're
I
an
mean,
idiot.
I love it.
I couldn't even get through the first season. I was like halfway through the first season.
Dude. All right. Well, I would say give it another chance, but hey, if you don't
We have
like
to
it,
think
you
of
don't.
it too. Like he's a jock. He's not, you know.
Yeah,
when
of
he
course.
came up, he was never. I'm not saying Esteban. I'm saying
No,
Oh, I think
I-
about Esteban. I'm like,
no,
oh,
I know who he was
Not what it
referring
was.
to.
yeah. So him knowing computers wasn't ever going to be a thing. Like,
yeah.
you know,
All the way to
I-
season 3.
and send it to the internet.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, so I tried, and then I was
Just
scrolling
Coors
through.
Banquet.
Yeah, exactly. But I was scrolling through Instagram or whatever, and then I saw a promo for it, right? So I saw a promo for it, and I thought the way that I saw the promo, I actually watched the entire promo, so I was able to piece together what ended up happening in season 2 and in season 3, or what was going to happen in season 3, and I think I'm just kind of like, I kind of saw it as, what's that kid's name that they shit on at the very beginning because he's got the scar on his upper lip?
That's Hawk.
That's
That's
Hawk.
how. Okay, all right.
With the
See?
Hawk tattoo.
See,
And he
that's-
has a fucking cool story too, because
Yeah.
the guy that's bullying him. Oh, come on, you fuck! You have to watch it.
They do go into, yeah. But anyways, go ahead.
But it's like I saw it and I saw the pro. I'm like, okay, like so I'm watching. I'm just like, and I saw him with the mohawk and in Cobra Kai. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, he transcended and ended up becoming, you know, a badass and everything. So that's kind of cool. But didn't know he had a fucking hawk tattoo on his
See,
back.
I won't spoil it, but the end of season 3, I am legit clapping in my living room, like the last minute where they're having these big reveals of like
You know what, too?
teasing.
He has a lot of fuck, I shouldn't have done that moment. And I think
Yeah.
that's why we're clapping. It's not like fucking
Yeah.
bad guy, good guy. It's like a lot of was leading us to it.
Yeah, because for 3 seasons we've seen Johnny fuck up like a lot. And so we all root for him because he's a genuinely good dude, but he makes bad decisions.
And he loves Coors Banquet beer.
Yes, he does.
Clearly, I mean, that
he's all about the banquet beer. He's
The
the
like,
first 6
throughout all-
episodes. Yeah, the first 6 episodes, I see fucking Coors banquet beer like
Dude.
everywhere, and I'm just kind of
but
like,
you know
okay.
what though?
They
That's
must be getting
Sponsored
paid,
by
bro,
that.
because they are in every season throughout.
that is beautiful product placement because I didn't know what a Coors banquet was, and now I wish to
He's
try
right.
it.
You're not missing out.
You're
I
not,
wish
dude.
to try
You're not
one.
missing
You're
out.
not.
He's
You're
right.
not.
I
It's
will not
fucking
take
piss
any
in
of
a
your
bottle.
words for it. I
You're
will.
not missing
My
out.
next drink of the night. That's what I'll be. That's what I'll be drinking.
George
Yeah,
taking
we
the
drink
piss in
it
the
all.
bottle.
Had we known,
By
we
the
should have
way,
made that
that
the drink of
first
the night.
season,
I know.
that
Yeah.
first season gives us a backstory of Johnny, how he got to be such a fucking dick. So yeah, at least he grows on you. You have some like compassion for him. Be like, oh, he had a fucked up situation at home. He went to fucking Cobra Kai to escape it, and yeah, he became a dick because of Kreese,
Yeah.
and then it takes off from there. But you get to see that he wasn't just a fucking dick
You
out of
kind of
nowhere.
you kind of also see what Kreese did to Johnny. Like it starts off with, "Hey, I'm just here to be your friend, guys. I'm just here to be blah blah blah," and then
God.
little by little, he starts to make everybody dicks. You know,
But you know what? Give it up to that actor, the guy that was playing Kreese, because he is so easy to hate. Like,
Yeah.
fucking hate him. Like,
Yeah.
whenever he's on screen.
And he's like a snake. He just fixed it perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I
man,
know,
it's such a piece of shit.
so I haven't seen that 3rd season, but I know that Terry's gonna come back for the 3rd one, Silver. Since I mentioned him for the 4th one, yeah, thanks. Since I mentioned him the first season when they banned Cobra Kai, they had banned Kreese, Johnny, and Terry Silver from competing in the tournament for.
Oh.
So they already had, and they've been dropping messages on him. Like the 2nd season when Kreese was all like, somebody offered him a job, but he saw it as a handout, so he was just living in the street. Like that was a reference towards Terry Silver. So
I missed that.
I haven't got there, so but I know that's what guessing he's going to be the big bad for the fourth season.
For the
Karate Kid 3, he was even worse than Kreese.
Yeah.
If there's this Netflix show called Netflix After Party. It's hosted by David Spade, and so every week they drop a new episode and they interview people of a different Netflix show. And so episode 1, he interviews some of the cast of Cobra Kai and Bill Burr. It's an interesting watch. Just getting, because they talk about how they got their auditions and like the whole process. So the kids are there in person, and virtually we have LaRusso and Johnny are there virtually, and they like answer some, your typical late night show type questions. But if you're just looking for a little bit of insight on the behind the scenes, I think it was a fun little watch. It's a quick 20 minutes, and then Bill Burr talks about his stand up.
Was he a guest or was he one of the hosts?
Oh, well, David Spade is the host, and then he brings so every week it's a different Netflix original. And so the very episode 1 just so happened to be for what's it called? Cobra Kai was the first 15 minutes, and then the last 15 minutes was Bill Burr talking about his last special. But anyway, Esteban, give it another try. If anything,
He's look at his face. He's not.
Yeah, no, he's done. I was gonna say just tune in for the last fight, like the season finale of season 2.
Yeah.
Just like, but then again, a part of what makes it charming is that it is cheesy, because you're seeing like
there's
these
like
two little nerdy
style things going on. It's great.
Yeah, no, it is great. Like, or the grown man that joined Cobra Kai, the fucking manatee or whatever the fuck his name was, like Stingray. So fucking ridiculous. He's fighting little kids. Like, that is my spirit animal. He's just like, boosh, like, he's all, who's next? Like, just
I like how
dude, you're a
Luis
grown
immediately.
man.
I like how Luis immediately goes grown man, fat man, manatee. Not even a stingray. He's like full manatee.
That was
right away.
Sea mammal of some sort.
Right, just right away. It's like
crazy.
fat man in a gi equals equals manatee. It's just like, I mean, I'll probably watch it if if they make any references to Koala Kai.
Koala Kai. What's that?
No one. It's all right. It was a commercial that landed, like Ash says, it landed nowhere. It didn't land.
No.
Well, you got Zach's attention.
I know, no shit. It didn't land. I'm sorry, it didn't land. It was a commercial, and what's his name? Kreese was actually in it and created Koala Kai.
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't think I've ever explained my joke to where I'm just
Yeah.
where the joke was actually the joke that didn't land was more entertaining than the explanation.
Yeah. So there's that. So landed nowhere.
Season 4 is in the works, and that is being filmed directly with Netflix. So yay on that.
Well, it'll probably be a little bit more like grittier or dark, or not darker, but
probably better writers. Like
probably better writers.
I'm glad you said the thing about what you said about that all seasons were done, because it makes sense that they had it done already. They just gave everybody who didn't have YouTube Red, Netflix time to catch up.
Yeah,
and then. Even we are in the pandemic. During the pandemic, they're like, "Oh, we have season 3," and you're kind of like, "How the fuck did that even happen?"
Right.
But now it makes sense. That's news. That wasn't general news. That's
and I don't know if I saw that in any articles. The only reason I know that is there's a podcast I listen to called The Honeydew with Ryan Sickler. And so what he does, great fucking podcast, by the way. And so what he does is they highlight the lowlights. So they talk to different comedians, different actors, and they talk about like what is the most horrid shit that's happened to you, and they talk about it. And one of the people, he's also a stand-up comedian. He is one of the car salesmen that works for LaRusso, the shady cousin, the one that tried to get Johnny jumped.
Oh God.
Yeah, him, that guy. He's a comedian. And so that guy, he was on the Honeydew with Ryan Sickler, and they're talking about it, and it just so happened to get onto the topic of Cobra Kai, and he's like, "Oh, congratulations, when season 3 coming out," and he mentioned, he's like, "We filmed it like 2 years ago, and they still haven't released it." He's like, "I don't know."
He's the dick no wonder he got hired.
Yeah. But he was explaining how it was like it was in limbo for a while, and then it was purchased, and so for a while he thought that it wasn't going to air, and then Sickler was talking about, he's like, I've shot so many pilots that just never saw the light of day, and they were funny with big name actors, and just people never watched them. Like, and not to get too far off topic, but kind of like what happened with the Ryan Reynolds test footage that got leaked, and then it became an actual movie. So there's so much cool shit that ends up getting shot and we just don't see. But a full season, that was pretty fucking
I can't tell you any other thing that's on YouTube Red.
The Will Smith
selling
the Will Smith thing,
selling fucking Captain America from Marvel, like, or not Captain America. I'm fucking up. That's like selling the Trinity of DC and being like, okay, we could make it, guys. Like, you're good.
Yeah, the only thing I knew of was the Will Smith reality show thing that they had, and then the fucking Cobra Kai. Yeah, we'll
get on it.
I think they canceled it, but I think that's why they sold it. They're like, we need to make some of this money back, man. Nobody jumped in. Well, moving on along, Ash, you had a game prepared for us, is that right?
All right, chilling.
Oh, wait, before we move on, Luis, hey, bro, I am a Mommy Jeans fan, YMH fan. Yes, bro. So I would watch the New Year's 2 Bears, 1 Cave, all that. Yeah.
You saw the arm break and everything.
Oh yeah, dude. It's been a great show, been a great time. Anyways, I know that was a real inside thing.
Okay, man. I'm just come on.
No, hell yeah, man.
I wanted to get it in real quick. That's all.
No, I love it. I love it.
Never say that again. Well, okay, first, before we start the game, I'm gonna ask you what game you want to play. But 2, this is your show for the next 2-3 minutes. Is there anything you want to discuss before? I'm not taking over for Luis. I'm just giving you...
I will give the clarification that you guys had. You had a question on the last episode about who was what.
Yes, please, thank you. I forgot about that. The floor is yours, sir.
All right.
Let's do it.
So, the cute one obviously is the girl in the group, right? I mean, we'll just get that one out of the way, obviously.
Fuck you then, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
She's like, makes sense.
Segue right to Ash. Who's
Carmen's just like,
oh, who, me?
I was a comic book nerd. No, so and then Ash is drunk Batman, obviously, and now the 3 that were in question. All right, so Andres, I thought you were a guy who I smoked weed with at Ash's house one day when we were watching a pay-per-view event, WWE pay-per-view.
No, I know what you're talking about, but that wasn't
him. And then I looked and I'm like, but he looks baked all the time anyway. So and I was like, I think it was him. And I'm like, I'm just gonna put a comment and we'll see. So then I obviously on as Comic Collected. And then Luis is used a comic book nerd, and I mean that in all the best, like, not as a bad thing. You know your shit. You know a lot of things that I haven't known. A lot of things. And so I'm like listening to you, like working, and then I'll pull up another screen. I'll Wikipedia like what you just said. I'll be like, oh, dude, I didn't even know. Like you, just the other day. You guys were talking about the Doom Patrol or something. I'd never even heard of that before. And so I was like looking that up. That was beautiful. Anyways, that's again why I love podcasts and everything.
For the record, man, I think I speak for all of us. None of those comments, even if it turned out that I was calm and collected, even though I would disagree with that, and Ash was the cute one, for example, like none of those comments, we like none of it felt ill-willed. We can feel that it's coming from a good place. Like we appreciate you listening, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. No, like I said, I'm
look at
if any
I'm gonna take my eyelid.
That was ill-willed, but you look like a fucking stoner. All right. You good, Zach?
Yeah, that was it.
right, you
So
have
I
your
don't
choice
know.
of
I
game.
can't think of anything.
Appreciate the clarity, bud.
You have a choice of game. You can either do top 10 with everybody, or we'll
Oh,
split
wow.
teams and we'll do name 5.
Wait. Say the second one again.
Hold on real quick. I think I just need to get new headphones. Your choice of game is name 5, where we'll split teams and you'll be on one of the teams, or another game will be top 10, where we'll go through 3 times and you have to guess what's in the top 10.
Oh, I'll do the second one.
The top 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Discuss something while I pick that. I know what I'm gonna pick. I just need to bring it up.
All right,
Oh,
great.
Carmen, you say something.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
god.
cute one, you say something.
Oh, what show are you currently watching right now that we haven't talked about?
Me?
Hmm.
Oh, I just finished watching The Night Stalker on Netflix. It was a great
I've
little
been meaning to start it.
series.
I'm waiting for Cobra Kai.
Wait,
Dude,
Night
okay,
Stalker.
so here's another
Yeah,
thing,
dude.
you guys.
Yeah.
Pitch it to me. Pitch it to me, Zach.
I'm a former
Yeah, please.
Angelino. I mean, I used to live in LA County, you guys. I used to live near Ash. I'm like a California boy, born and raised, actually, and I live in Arizona now.
Or
But
you.
yeah, I was alive during the Night Stalker. It was during the early 80s, and so I kind of remember it, sort of. My mom was like all worried about locking the doors and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, this guy was going around raping people, killing people, even little kids. He was a bad guy. Anyways, and so I watched that, and it was like reminiscing.
Is it a docuseries or is it like a scripted?
It's
docuseries.
Netflix original series, and it's a docuseries, so it's got
Okay.
like about
Oh, nice.
6 episodes or 4 or 5. I can't remember how many.
Night
Ooh.
Stalker.
You go through them pretty
Richard
quickly.
Ramirez, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay,
Oh, dude.
The
And it
pentagram.
builds up to that. Like, they don't, give that away right away.
Right. Oh,
And
well,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah.
They do it well.
Dude, it's a good,
Really?
good watch.
Okay. I'm gonna add that to the queue. We just
Dang.
watched. I just finished this one called Defending Jacob with Chris Evans is playing a defense attorney and his kid, which is 13, 14. It's the kid from It 1, the one with the stutter. He plays Chris Evans' son, and he is accused of murder. So there's another 13-year-old boy that was found in the woods, and evidence seems to be piling up against the son, but Chris Evans, as the attorney, he's trying to he doesn't want to believe it. And so it's every episode, it's like one episode, you're like, oh my God, the kid did do it. And then the next episode, there's an explanation.
I love
and then, yeah, so it's a total of 9 episodes. It's a nice short watch, but it's on Apple TV.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if where it was at. Okay, cool.
Dude, probably for that show alone, Chris Evans is phenomenal as a drama actor. I've seen him in Not Another Teen Movie and then as Captain America, but to see him legit act, fuck, that guy's
Knives
good.
Out?
Knives Out, he was kind of like a goofy still character. I liked it.
Did you
Really
ever
good.
see any of his early stuff like Snowpiercer or Push or anything like that?
No.
I've not seen
No?
Snowpiercer, but is the series based on the movie? And obviously, right?
Yes. So the
But
movie
I've
came
never
out
gone there.
first. Yeah. So Snowpiercer, the movie came out first. It's on HBO Max right now. It's on HBO Max right now, and I think the TV series is also on HBO Max. So that one's supposed to be pretty good. They're saying that the TV show is by far superior than the movie. I saw Snowpiercer a long time ago. I want to watch it. I want to watch the movie again and then the TV series and kind of compare and contrast. Push was actually pretty good. It was.
I love Push.
Yeah, it was.
I
It was
love
actually.
that.
It was really good. It was him, Dakota Fanning, and it was a superhero movie. But it was. It was pretty cool. If you guys get it.
Though he's been in total of 4 superhero movies. Because
He was obviously Captain America. Played Captain
And
America.
Fantastic
he
Four.
played
Johnny
he
Storm,
played Johnny
yeah.
Storm.
and
was
he
in that
came out
movie,
in
Push.
Loser.
Came
Losers,
out,
yeah.
no, The Losers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one. That's a graphic
It's
novel,
good.
though. You're right.
Okay, so Losers was actually pretty good too.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Losers was actually pretty good. But yeah,
And
he's
whenever I
been,
hear the fucking just a small time girl, like
Yeah.
singing in the elevator, I always
when he's
think
singing in
of
the
him.
elevator, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So if you get a chance, watch Losers. Another one that I can compare to Losers is Smoking Aces. But Smoking
Oh.
Aces was fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
I was in Smoking Aces.
Ryan Reynolds is in
Reynolds, yeah, that's the one I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
A bunch of
Um,
people.
A bunch of
but
assassins, right?
But we're not talking about Chris Evans anymore, right? I'm fucked up.
No. He's not in it. I'm just saying that
Oh,
the
okay.
Losers.
Smoking Aces,
I would
I didn't
put
know
the
it was based on a
Losers and
cartoon.
Smoking Aces together.
Yeah, he likes movies. He's
love
saying
movies.
here's another good movie that compares to.
And the
Losers.
last one I'm going to throw in there is Lucky Number 11.
Oh, I love that movie.
Hartnett?
Yes, and
Okay.
Bruce Willis. Yes,
Never saw it.
very good. Oh, very good movie. Very good movie,
We gotta do when this pandemic
Movie night.
We gotta do comics movie night.
dude. Those
And
are some pretty
figure
good.
out how to film
Some
it.
older movies that those are pretty fucking dope, dude.
And we make
But-
it a theme.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
Ash,
go.
when are you gonna watch a horror movie? I want to see that as well. That's
Oh, that's right. And we need to. We're gonna edit that shit together. We'll get him 10 shots in again.
Fucking visit so
Go
that I'm
pass
not.
out, bro.
I will be back.
You need to do one of your original skits and just have a camera showing you watching it. That's it.
I agree.
Which
Oh,
will
I
be
have a
late,
good
but
idea
another
for-
part 2
okay.
of the original skits.
I have a good idea for a skit.
Ooh, what is it?
Oh wait, no.
We'd have them watch a scary movie, and then we'll take them to Echo Mountain and out
Oh,
the haunted forest, and we'll just have them Blair Witch it up there.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like he
I
just
will-
said.
I will
What
watch.
we'll do is we'll film Ash's death. That's what he just said.
Wait, dude, who has a GoPro?
You motherfuckers.
Nobody,
All right,
has a
you know
GoPro.
I'm down because
Because we can hook up the GoPro and just sit like right on his chest, facing upwards
This
to
is
his face.
all you're gonna see is me run through the whole fucking.
Get the little snot bubble and everything.
Yeah.
I dig it.
All right, let's go back to the game. Let's go.
Yes. Here is the order. Carmen, this is how I see it. And
Okay.
I'm not taking over for Luis. This is the order. Carmen, Luis, Andreas, Zach, Esteban.
Okay.
Okay, everybody got that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
Zach, you're after Andreas. Okay.
I am after Andres. Okay. got
Yes,
it.
sir. Okay, Carmen, you're first. This is the top 10 soundtracks of all time.
Titanic.
Titanic is not in the list.
Oh, I was gonna guess Titanic.
Yeah,
Holy
I was
me
gonna.
too.
Yeah, I legit.
This is
I was just like, well,
Of
there that
all
goes.
time, so you have to,
Of all time. Okay.
Luis.
Grease.
Ooh. It's not. If
It's
you guys
not?
ever gone through this, the reason why I'm stalling is because it gives a fucking summary after every one of these fucking.
Oh, okay.
movies.
Okay.
So it's not. Okay. Next.
Andres.
My turn. Almost Famous.
Almost Famous is not on this fucking list.
Fucking shit.
Louis, Zach.
I
I
have
will
this
say this.
soundtrack.
When you hear it,
on-
you're gonna be like, "Oh, okay." What?
I have this soundtrack on vinyl. Don't judge me. The Little Mermaid.
Ooh.
Last time you're ever gonna play this game. No, it's not. It's not on this list.
Oh, that's a good choice, actually.
Dude, it's an awesome vinyl, bro. I know all the songs.
All right, Esteban.
He just wants to be a part of our world. That's all it is.
See, he knows. He knows.
I'm going to say Across the Universe.
Ooh.
No, fucking great.
No, really?
What?
A lot of people didn't like it because it wasn't the Beatles, but
I love that.
I
movie.
loved. Yeah,
That movie was amazing.
I loved
I
it.
agree. That's
Jim
one of those-
Sturges, I thought, did a good job.
hate musicals, but everything made sense within
Yeah.
the song of that. That's a good choice.
Mhm.
Beautiful. No.
Okay.
Carmen, round 2.
All time.
I
Well,
will.
I really like
give a
that
hint that
soundtrack to Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'll say
That's a
that.
good fucking choice.
Oh, that
Good
is
I didn't hear it. I
choice.
didn't hear it.
She said
Guardians
Guardians of the
of the
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
It's not on this list.
What the fuck?
What?
Is it like volume 1,
I
volume 2?
don't
bullshit?
When you hear what the choices are, you're gonna be like, yeah. Again, this is of all time. Yeah,
Is this
Luis.
the movie soundtrack?
Well, that's what the soundtrack is, fucker.
Okay.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Ah, that was a good one. I love that fucking. Nope.
That's a great album. Or
Naming
soundtrack.
all of them that I've purchased myself.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
My turn.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction.
No, but I'm gonna do this. No. Zach.
Wizard of Oz.
Nope.
Fuck, that's a good choice too.
Come on.
I'm gonna say soundtrack. Fuck. I don't know why, but I want to say Lord of the Rings.
Last round, Carmen.
Jesus. I can't fucking think anymore.
I'm holding like 3, and I'm not gonna go with them.
Dude, I'm holding 2 right now.
Oh, God, it's an 80s movie. Pretty in Pink.
Woo! Number 8.
Damn, check you out, Carm.
Nice.
Fuck. I just pulled that one out of my ass.
Number 8. That's what I tried to tell you guys. It's of all time, so
Okay.
it is what it is. Luis.
Frozen.
No.
Whoa.
Jaws.
Gone.
Jaws is not on here.
Fuck.
Zach.
All right, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Forrest Gump.
I would actually fight for that to have been on here, but no.
What the?
Fuck.
Esteban.
Breakfast Club?
All right, here. Carmen again
Carmen wins.
fucking wins.
Good
job,
job.
The win.
Number
Good job.
Number 10, Kill Bill.
Oh shit.
There's
That's
the
a good
wink.
one.
Okay, there's the wink.
Number 9, Rushmore. Which
Ah.
Rushmore?
I
I love that
was
movie.
working at Record Town, and that was selling like fucking. I never saw the movie.
Does that mean
Oh, I love that.
Fidelity's on here?
What?
Sorry. Good.
You okay? Number 8, Pretty in the Pink. Pretty in the Pink.
Pretty in the Pink, huh?
I swear to God.
Damn, man.
There's no the. There's Pretty in Pink.
She's pretty in the pink, huh?
God damn. I'm blushing.
What
That's how
genre
much I
is
didn't
that?
even mean to say that. Number 7, Saturday Night Fever.
Ah,
Of course,
Dude, I have
of
that
course.
vinyl too.
Number 6, The Harder They Come. Again, I might never heard that.
That's what she said.
Number 5, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah,
Oh, I
okay.
remember that. Okay.
Mhm.
Number 4, Purple Rain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Number 3, Shaft.
Shaft, really?
Number 2, Superfly.
Wait. Which one? The original Shaft
No,
movie or
yeah.
This is the Isaac Hayes.
Okay, the Isaac Hayes one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, Superfly, and the and again I agree with this one because I did work at a record store and I never saw the movie, but they really asked for this all the time. American Graffiti.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
That was number 1.
I'm so shocked that Titanic wasn't on there because that was my first thought too.
Me too.
But that was
Gump,
the
yeah.
single. It was that song, and the rest was the score.
See, and I think that's what it was. I think that's what it is. Like when I was thinking about it was like the score be over the soundtrack. You know
See,
what I
but
mean?
those came out in an era that you couldn't just download a song. You had to buy the whole goddamn album, you know?
Oh no,
Yeah.
of course. Of course.
Probably why a lot of those were 70s.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true. Because if you really think about it, at that time when they sold the stuff, they would sell the soundtrack and then they would sell the score. So they would be both of them.
Oh, that's true.
So they would sell both.
Yeah.
I can't see Kill Bill over Pulp Fiction, but
True.
okay, maybe because there was 2
What? Did somebody die?
No. I
It's
we're
Ash
good.
plugging,
pull out the mic
unplugging.
because it
Yeah.
whenever that's why I said I think I need new headphones.
Hmm.
I need to get these
All right. That was a lot of fun, Ash. Thank you for doing the research on that game.
Sure.
That's pretty good, dude.
I had it.
For once, the game didn't suck.
Yeah, it wasn't give us the top 10 movies on the Sci-Fi Channel in the year 2003. Like,
Oh, you meant that. I thought you were being sarcastic. Fuck you.
no, that was a piece of shit. Like,
Every time I go-
none of us.
No, whenever I say A on rotten.com, it'll be nobody gets it, nobody gets it, nobody gets it, nobody gets it. And Stefan's like, top 3. And I was like, come on, dude, I gotta fucking be random or he'll look at that shit up.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I don't do that. Fuck off.
Come on. You guys aren't cheating. Don't
Fuck
ruin it for me.
off.
Don't ruin it for me.
Fuck off.
All right. Well, that brings our evening to a close. Zach, thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for
Yeah,
listening and
again,
engaging us.
Thank you for just having me on. I can't thank you enough. I mean, this was fun. This is a lot of fun, guys. And I'll appreciate this. And hey, while we're on our way out, little Bob Ross positive energy drink, you know, to give you the good vibes.
I don't think you said.
Oh yeah.
You didn't show us what you were drinking.
He
Yeah, you
did.
did.
Oh, I did. It's a
Dude, you tuned out for that too?
Woodford.
No, you didn't.
Woodford Reserve. Yeah, this is good stuff right here.
Sign off with me.
All right. Well,
Hurry
cheers,
up, though.
brother. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Great show, man. Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks,
All righty,
Zach.
bud.
Yeah,
Check
thanks
it out,
for
man.
coming on.
Check you later.
Have a good night, man.
Later, man.